Hey there, Scylez here. Time for another devlog real quick. This is Nocveil Devlog. I just wanted to record this and put it out there because I fixed some glaring issues that were kind of a big problem. There's still a lot of little issues that need to be fixed, little things here and there that need to be looked at, but the big ones I wanted to fix, and then I wanted to put an update out there as soon as possible so that when people tried to play the game, it wasn't completely broken for them. So I'm just going to quickly run through what some of those fixes were. There's a lot of little things that got fixed, but I'm going to go through the biggest things first. And like always, whenever I fix something, I probably broke something else. But hey, I guess that's just the way it goes, and I'll be fixing those later. First things first, optimization. I've been working a lot on optimization, and I've had some pretty good results. One of the bigger things I did to improve optimization is a lot of texture atlasing. Boy, I can't speak today. But basically that's taking objects that all have their own individual texture and their own individual shader. Like a lot of these plants here, there's ground plants all over the game, like these, and then there's a bunch of other that aren't even in this area. But all these plants, they used to have their own individual texture. So what I did was I took all the textures and I put them on one shader. So now all the plants, I had to edit the UVs of all the 3D models to match the new position of the texture. But now all of these objects, they all share the same shader. So they don't add to the draw calls in the batches anymore. And that increased optimization a lot because there was quite a few of those that I was able to do. The cliffs in this level, the cliffs in the forest level, a lot of the ground plants, things like that, they are now texture atlased, and it really brought things down a lot. While I'm over here, I'll talk about the bombs. These bombs over here, when you would pick them up before, sometimes your character, there are specific situations where your character would get stuck with the bomb in their hand when you tried to drop it, and they would just infinitely roll. I fixed that, so now when you drop the bomb, it actually just drops and your character doesn't get stuck with it in your hand. And before, it also wouldn't blow up the walls like that. It would glitch out, the walls wouldn't detect the explosion, and it wouldn't blow up. So now I fixed that as well. A little thing I did fix, there was a little hole in the wall here, and you can just walk right through and around this area. You didn't even need to blow up the wall, so I patched that, and I put this little wall here, so you can't do that anymore. So that's a little thing, but just another fix. But yeah, the bombs are fixed, so now the explosions work and they don't get stuck in your hand. Something else I did. I unlinked the player attack from the player's collider. So now attacks are their own instance. They're not attached to the player before. So before, when you got close to a loading zone, when you would attack, the collider, the attack collider, since it was linked to the player, it would also activate the loading zone. Also, when you would attack objects like crates, it would collect the items without you having to touch them. Your attack would collect the item. Like before, it would have collected this blue potion bottle there. Now it doesn't do that anymore. Since it's its own separate thing, it won't act as though when the attack hits something, it won't act as though the player also touched that thing. So now you don't just collect things by attacking when you're near them, and you don't activate things just by attacking when you're near them. And that's pretty nice. Another thing I did, I made a few more power-ups to go with the attack. So instead of just having the fire power-up, it seemed a little weird that there's only one spot in the entire game where you would have like a power-up and that would actually do something. So now I made a few more of those. They're only implemented one part into one area of the game, but hey, it's getting there. I made a few of them, a few different power-ups. I just have to find places in the game to put them, and I might just what's that guy doing back there? I'll look into that later. But anyway, I'll just have to, find places to put them in the game, and I might just spread them out because they're fun to use. They give you different attacks that are kind of neat and unique, and that might be something interesting to do. Where the player was just always invincible. So what happened was I made it so that the player is invincible when they're attacking. So when you go up to an enemy and you attack, you're invincible for the duration of your attack. However, in my stupidity, a simple exclamation point in the code reversed the entire thing. So the player was invincible when they were not attacking, And only when you were attacking were you able to take damage. And that was a really big thing that I needed to fix. So that was one of the most glaring issues that got fixed. The player was unintentionally invincible all the time. Now you'll actually take damage, and it'll actually matter what you touch. And the last notable thing that I did is I lowered the music volume and other miscellaneous sound effects. Their volume got tweaked, so now it's not quite as deafening whenever you're running around and like a laser shoots. Before that was like ear-piercingly loud, and I fixed that. And there's a few other sound effects that were also horrifically loud. I fixed that as well. I think that's everything I have for this update. Hopefully the game is not, hopefully the game, I went through and played it, so I know it works, but hopefully I didn't break something, because it seems like I never run into the issues because I just play it the same way every single time, and I should probably stop doing that. But I hope that it's at least playable and, fun, for lack of a better word. But hey, it's getting there. So here's another small update. I'll be putting out more updates as I do them. I just wanted to put this one out there because it fixed a few glaring issues that needed to be taken care of, and I felt like this would be another video of it. So this is version, 19? Truth be told, I don't really have a rhyme or reason to when I increase the version number of the game. It's just I always increment it by either a decimal point or a full point because, I don't know. Anyway, I've been rambling too long. I'm gonna go. So, thanks for watching. You can download the game if you want. I got links in the description. I also put these on my Twitter, and you can see anything I do there. I tweet every now and then. But that's it. I guess this is the end. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.